Baby, cock the Glock and then I let it spray.
Yeah, this one sucks. And honestly, I don't even really want to talk that much about it because the Rays are looking like absolute dog shit. And they're really out here trying to blow a 3-0 series lead, dude. It's sad. It's really sad, man. So, for whatever reason, Kevin Cash today decided to put Curtis in as the starting pitcher. John Curtis. And I guess that was the best decision for the Rays. What else are you gonna do? First pitch of the fucking game. Curtis gives up a homer. First pitch. And guess what? It was a high fastball. The last 3 games, the Astros have had a solo home run in the first inning on a high fastball. How long is it gonna take for you to realize that if you throw a high fastball in the first inning, they're going to hit a dinger? Stop doing it. For the love of God, stop doing it. So that was George Springer on the first pitch of the damn game. 1-0 Astros. And Kevin Cash was feeling really ballsy today because he put Brandon Lau in at leadoff. The man who's 1 for 34 in the playoffs. You're going to put him in leadoff. Cash, you madman. Because in a sense it worked. Because in the top of the 3rd inning, Brandon Lau hit a dinger. His first of the playoffs. It was only a matter of time until he got one. But really that was his only highlight in the game. Bottom of the 3rd inning comes along. Josh Reddick singles. Then Maldonado, he strikes out. Or so he should have. Because Fleming's pitch was fully inside the strike zone. Completely submerged in the strike zone. The fucking umpire called it a ball. And what would happen? He would double. He would fucking double. And then Michael Brantley singles, and then guess what happens? Reddick scores. Okay, sure, he got on legit. And then Maldonado scores. The guy who fucking struck out. He scores because the ump missed a blatant strike. What can you do? So the Astros go up 3-1. Should be 2-1, but they go up 3-1. Top of the 5th inning comes along, man. And Randy Arozarena hits a home run. Are you surprised? I'm not. It's almost a guarantee at this point. Every game, Randy Arozarena, he hits a dinger or gets... It's one or the other. He either gets multiple singles or he hits a dinger. It's one or the other. So the Rays tie it. Oh, wait, I forgot. Maldonado scored on bullshit, so Houston still leads 3-2. Meadows would walk. Choi would single. And then Diaz and Margot both get out. So, wasted opportunity again with runners in scoring position. Nothing would happen until the 8th inning, and G-Man Choi chased a low ball and just absolutely crushed it for a dinger. Like, this one was just bashed. The outfielders, they knew it was gone the second he made contact with the ball. They just knew it was gone. And so the Rays at this point should have been up 3-2. They should have been up 3-2, but instead it's just tied 3-3. And then Manuel Margot singles. So, you got a guy on with 0 outs, and then Joey Wendell would hit into a double play, and that just ruins all the momentum. Then Adames strikes out. 9th inning comes along, dude. 9th inning comes along. Mike Zunino singles to begin the 9th inning, and Kevin Kiermaier would be the pinch runner for Zunino. And a wild pitch thrown by Presley, the Astros pitcher, would get Kiermaier to second with just 1 out in the game. You have a guy you have a guy in scoring position, a runner in scoring position with 1 out. And here's your chance to take a lead, Rays. Here's your chance. And guess what? Randy Arozarena comes up to the plate. And everybody's excited because it's Arozarena. He is Jesus Christ. Naturally, you're expecting at least a base hit, but he flies out, and then Austin Meadows flies out. For whatever fucking reason, Meadows and Lau are 2 best hitters in the regular season. They're not good in the playoffs. I don't know what their issues are, but they cannot hit worth a damn in the playoffs, and it's frustrating as hell. So the bottom of the 9th comes in, and Nick Anderson comes in. If you remember, last time Nick Anderson came in, he was missing the zone, and he got the bases loaded, and he just didn't play a very good game. He was just not finding the zone. And it was different today. today he was finding the zone. He was returning to his old nasty self. Except for the fact that, he just threw a pitch that was in Correa's reach. And Carlos Correa, he hits one out of the park, and it's a walk-off. Because the Astros, of course, for this game are the designated home team. So Rays get no second chance. Not like they would have scored anyway. So the Astros, even though that should have been a tying homer right there, 3-3, it was 4-3 Astros, game over. And I like to think the umps' shitty calls even out in the end. But just the fact that one of their runs was legitimately their fault, it just pisses me off. It pisses me off that Major League Baseball, they have the technology. They have the technology to see exactly where a pitch is located, to see exactly what are balls and strikes. Yet they still, to this day, choose to rely on a human umpire. Like, we have technology that tells us exactly what calls are fair. Yet you still use a human being who's going to make mistakes, because we're all human. Everybody makes mistakes. So why not take advantage of this advanced technology that tells you the answers? And I don't even care if, sometimes the Rays get lucky instead of the Astros or other teams. And, other games the Astros get lucky. I don't even care if it has a negative effect towards my team. I just want the game to be fair. That's all, man. So, look, I'm going to give you a fun fact. And that fun fact is that in the 2020 regular season, the Tampa Bay Rays led all of Major League Baseball, all 30 clubs, in strikeouts. So it's no secret that the offense is bad and they can't hit a fucking ball. So honestly, the fact that the Rays have even made it this deep into the playoffs, it's astonishing. It truly is. And it's amazing that we're up in this series still. This series could easily have been 4-0 Astros if the pitching screwed up just once in the first 3 games. Like, every single game has been close. There's not been a single blowout game yet in this series. And so it could easily be the Astros. They could have easily swept us if just one little thing went their way in the other games. I'm already getting fucking worried because the offense is so bad. They are just so bad. They can't score with runners in scoring position. They can't get hits with runners in scoring position. The only way they're getting on fucking base is through hit by pitch and walks. But they're constantly swinging at balls that hit the dirt, balls that sweep way outside of the zone. And I get that batters are going to chase curveballs out of the zone. But these balls that the Astros pitching staff, they're throwing, they're going way out of the strike zone. It's not even close. Like, they're just completely going out of the opposite direction of the strike zone. And our batters are still swinging at it. The Astros, dude, they're throwing, the same pitches 3 in a row. And all 3 times, our guys are swinging at them. It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. And I'm shocked the Rays have a 3-2 series lead. And I hate to say this, but I wouldn't be shocked if they blew that 3-0 lead and got reverse swept to the Astros. Because I'm going to say it. I think the Astros are the better team. Their pitching staff has been solid. Or maybe, maybe I'm wrong and the Rays offense is just that bad. That's probably what it actually is. But look at the hitting lineup. The Astros have so much more power in their lineup than the Rays do. The Rays haven't gotten shit done. And God, dude, it's frustrating. Let me just go through it. Brandon Lau, he's 2 for 35 in the postseason. He sucks. He's literal garbage. Randy Arozarena, it's funny, he's the best player in baseball right now, Randy Arozarena, and he's going to get a dinger almost every single fucking game. Austin Meadows, usually a regular season powerhouse, but clear struggles in the postseason this year. Yandy Diaz, below average. He's been completely below average and struggling. Ji-Man Choi, I'd say he's at the average mark. Just average. Manuel Margot, 3 games. He had a good game in game 3. But that's about it. Other than that, I'd say he's been below average. Willy Adames, he's been well below average. Actually, statistically, he's our worst batter. He's batting .077 in the playoffs. So, Adames has been not below average, but way below average. And Mike Zunino. It's funny, because he has the 3rd best batting average in the playoffs for the Rays. The third best. What the hell? Mike Zunino, he's like our worst player in the regular season. Why is it that our worst players are getting good in the playoffs and then our best players are getting bad in the playoffs? I just don't get it. But could you imagine if we just had one of these guys consistently hitting? Just one. Like Joey Wendell. Get Joey Wendell. If he could just start consistently hitting the ball and getting guys in scoring position home, the Rays will be golden. This team is pissing me off. And this is the most pissed off I've been at a sports loss in a long time. This one hurts because you had the momentum swing in the 8th inning when Ji-Man Choi tied it with a solo. And then just to have Correa walk it off, it kills you. It fucking kills you. So we go to a game 6 tomorrow night, and the Astros have a chance to force a game 7 and potentially pull off a reverse sweep. So help me God. Peace out.